Hey everyone, it's Leon, and this is the August 2024 episode of What's New at Kentik. The summer's fading fast, so if you're looking for some good reasons to get out of the office, I consider it part of my public service to remind everyone that August 5th is International Beer Day. So why not celebrate both your IT prowess and your love of liquid bread by enjoying one of Kentik's craft brews? You can choose from VPC Flow Lager, 127.0.0.1 Homemade Hard Cider, and Premium Hop Count IPA. And now that we're refreshed and relaxed, let's dive into this episode. Today we're going to cover monitoring analytics for your content distribution network, the inclusion of use cases in the Kentik knowledge base, and a new to you segment that shows you how to include custom fields in Data Explorer. So let's get started. Content delivery networks have been a staple of make my internet go faster technology since the late 90s, when Saving Private Ryan, Mulan, and There's Something About Mary were hit movies. Other hit movies that year include The Truman Show, Enemy of the State, Shakespeare in Love, and The Big Lebowski. It was a simpler time. No, it's okay, I'm fine. What was I talking about again? Right, CDNs. Even after all that time, they still account for 25 to 30% of all internet traffic. But if you've been living under a rock since Destiny's Child sang No, No, No Part 1, let me bring you up to speed. It starts when somebody with a lot of money and too much time on their hands sets up a server or servers all over the place. Website owners pay the CDN to keep a copy of their site on all those servers. When a user asks for the website, the CDN server closest to them responds and makes the web page load that much faster. Here's where things get interesting. If you're an internet service provider, also known as an eyeball network in the biz, it's likely that a metric ass ton of your traffic, that is a highly technical measurement, by the way, is inbound. More to the point, over 90% of ISP traffic comes from CDNs. So it makes sense for ISPs to put CDN caches inside their network. But it's difficult to tell at a glance what the mix of inbound traffic is. Kentik CDN Analytics help ISPs see how much traffic each CDN provider is dumping at their network edge so that they can then optimize traffic delivery, subscriber performance, and peering decisions. But that part has been around for a while. What's new is the ability to customize the CDN Analytics page to the specific embedded CDN mix, because there are way more embedded CDN options now than when the Kentik feature first came out, rather than the pre-selection we had before. Then ISPs can double-click into a specific CDN's performance by using the new pre-built embedded CDN dashboard in Kentik Data Explorer. This new set of capabilities provides a comprehensive view of how each embedded CDN behaves when it comes to long tail and cache filling. With 10 years under our belt and modules that monitor everything from the aforementioned CDN networks to NetFlow and DDoS to Kubernetes and botnets to that printer down the hall and beyond, it is safe to say that Kentik does a lot. But most of us IT practitioners don't think in terms of feature names. We think about the problem we're having, and then we say, oh, please, for the love of pants, tell me there's a tool that already does this. For those times when you have a problem searching for a solution, the new use case finder option in Kentik's knowledge base is going to come in really handy. You can use the use case finder in two different ways. You can browse by module to get high-level information on what each of them does. From anywhere in the portal, click the hamburger menu, go to the knowledge base, click use cases, and then use the tabs along the top to get the modules within that grouping. And then jump to the knowledge base article on that capability. Or you can put in a specific type of issue and the role of the person who might be dealing with it, and you'll get a bulleted list of capabilities that fit that profile. The Use Case Finder gives you a fast and centralized place to find the Kentik module that addresses the specific issue you might be having. If you've used Data Explorer for any length of time, you know what dimensions are. If you haven't used Data Explorer before, first, shame on you. Second, dimensions are basically elements you want to group your data with. So if you're looking at bandwidth, you might want to use a dimension like device name and interface name. But even though the list of dimensions can seem overwhelming at first, once you get comfortable with it and focus on the type of data you're really looking for, the variables not only become familiar, they can actually feel limiting. The concept of custom dimensions might sound counterintuitive at first. I mean, how can you effectively create new data fields from the existing data? But the truth is that you probably have custom information hiding in plain sight. And if you don't now, you're going to start having it just as soon as you see this. Custom dimensions will let you do things like show not only the amount of data you're moving, but your internal names for the source and destination networks. If you're tagging your networks, those tags can be custom dimensions. And the reality is that you're probably tagging your networks even if you don't realize it. They might be added automatically by your cloud provider or existing hardware, or you can create them manually, like SD-WAN color over there. Now, is that capability new? Not really, but it might be new to you, and that's cool too. I don't know about you, but I worked up quite a thirst covering all those new features. But too much of a good thing is never a good idea, whether that's jumbo packets, GitHub PR requests, or beer. The one thing you can binge to your heart's content is Kentik videos, and we appreciate you being part of our audience. So if you loved today's episode, remember to click like and subscribe for notifications on new episodes. And if you hated today's episode, remember to hit like and subscribe so you can watch us improve. For What's New at Kentik, I'm Leon Adato.